Who would have thought we'd turn to Harpies? Scarred by the storms, they lost their ability to fly. But unlike many, they survived. With their skills and resolve, there could still be hope for us.
Hello and welcome to Against the Storm, Grace of the Harpies. It's been about a week since I ended my playthrough of the initial base game and the 7 previous bi-weekly updates. Sorry, the 8 previous bi-weekly updates. This one is the 9th, and this one is the biggest by far. In this update, not only do we get the Harpies as a new playable species, but we also get a new gameplay system called Caravans, where we get to pick between 1 and 2, maybe 3 of the 4 species that are now in the game, to along with some resources to come with us to the town we're establishing. Of the remaining species, up to 3 or 3 will be selected. The one or more that we selected, and then more at random. Up to 3 species will be brought with us to each town. Also, 11 brand new buildings, 20 new orders from the Queen, 7 new perks, 2 new types of goods, 6 new embark bonuses, and a lot more stuff. A lot more stuff. Okay, so going into all the stuff, it would be a lot of work, a lot of time. So I think we can just kind of go through it as we want to go through it. First off, the Citadel the progress we made on the Citadel has been completely reset. We've been given back almost 1,700 food stockpiles, 117 machinery, and 107 artifacts. Great. And of course, we have the Harpies available to us here. Let's go into our Citadel here and go into the Smoldering City. And let's start unlocking some things that we might want to buy upgrade-wise. Let's go through kind of from the bottom up again and see about which things we might want to purchase. Of course, we have to purchase the first one, which gives us which unlocks the deeds. That we have to do. And we have to actually do the next 2 as well, so we get an additional embark point. Those are never a bad thing to have. And also making the rain collector and paved roads essential buildings. And then also putting the herbalist camp as a choice. Well, that's what I would want anyway. And then we get into where we can actually... No, we can't actually choose yet. We're still at a full requirement here. So we have to take the mine as an essential building and the clay pit as an option. We have to take the Harpies, which are a fundamental upgrade. Harpies are a noble and fragile species with a primal aggressive side to them. They excel at alchemy and love to work with cloth. This is interesting. I wasn't expecting this, because I literally did not launch the game, the experimental game at all, and I am here for the first time with you. This is interesting because this unlocks this tells me that the game, when you start it, you do not get the Harpies. The Harpies are added, obviously, a bit of a time into the game, which is an interesting choice that they made, and I like it. I also realized I didn't have any music. There we go. And then we have to pick this one, which includes the temple and the scribe. Weren't these way up higher? Almost positive these were up here. Also, there's a lot less upgrades. Yeah, these buildings are way up here. We picked those recently in like the 60s or something. Interesting. Okay, well, the temple and the scribe. And then resource nodes have 10 more charges. Cornerstone. Great. And now we get to choose. We don't have to pick them all. We have to pick 4 of the 6. So Harpy House being an essential building, that's almost certainly going to be chosen, because I would assume that the other houses are also essential buildings somewhere in here too. And then it also gives us a bathhouse, which is one of the 11 new buildings. The bathhouse is another service building, as you can see there, a place where villagers can fulfill needs, cleanliness, passive effects, regular baths, and good health. Cosmetics, which is a new produced item made at the Alchemist Hut, Cooperage, and Apothecary. Interesting, at the Cooperage. I could see the other two, but that one. And that gives the cleanliness buff. Here we have regular baths. Every evening, villagers gather to talk, bathe, and strengthen bonds with each other. Villagers will leave 30% slower. Oh, okay. Villagers will leave the town 30% slower. Okay, good. And then plus 25% to regular baths improve everyone's well-being. Global production rate is 25% faster. That's really good. That's really good. Almost certainly going to take that one. The smelter is not a bad choice, and also a cornerstone for copper delivery. Clan hall, place where villagers can fulfill needs, bloodthirst, and religion. Passive effects, ancient ways. Bloodthirst replaces no, not religion. Whatever this one was called before, the same icon. That's... I don't remember what it was called. Oh man, that's bad. But it's the one that always took the training gear. They've renamed it to Bloodthirst, but I can't believe I can't remember what that was called. And religion, of course, which is not any different. Oh, it is actually different. At least in this building, it only takes incense, not offerings. And then here, ancient ways. No species can claim the forest as their own, but the lizard clans are closest to the wilderness. All camp production is increased by 50%. That's really nice. And it gives us the lizard house here. Okay, so these are all separate now. +1 reputation reward pick allows you to pick a reputation reward from a larger set of options. Okay. Human house, building specifically for humans. It has 2 places, and the monastery, a place where villagers can fulfill needs, religion, leisure, and the green brew passive effect. I believe this one has not changed, except again, there are no offerings for religion. And there is no tea for ale. Unless maybe we haven't unlocked tea yet, so it doesn't give us the option here. Interesting. And then finally we have the First Dawn Headquarters Level 1, which is a guild house, a place where villagers can fulfill their luxury need, which we've had before. And it also has this... Trades roll life 50% quicker. In a stack of the wealth effect every time you sell goods worth 80 amber. Was that always that one? It must have been. Maybe? And then the beaver house, of course. Well, initially I think, unless there's a reason to take... Actually, I think I want 5 of these. I want all 4 of them that contain a house. Because, well, I want all the species-specific houses. But then I think I also want to make sure that I take this reputation reward pick. This one with the smelter and the metal delivery line, I will probably come back and take, but on the second pass. We need to only have 2 more upgrades. We took 1 already, but 2 more upgrades to pass this level. But I want to still take a look here. Artisan gives us a 2-star coat, recipe 2-star pigment. And I remember talking about in the previous series, pigment replaces ink, but it has mostly the same recipe here, I think. No, actually, it's made with coal instead of coal being an alternative, I think. And then barrels here are made with the same recipe, and then coats. The black market, 2 additional trade route slots. Putting patience grows 30% faster. Yeah. Let's see, the ranch. I like the ranch. +2 leather production and embark points. I'll take this one just for the embark points alone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back and take this one, because I definitely am going to want this one. Let's just take it anyway. Embark range would be good to take. Jorg is always a nice one to have, and the rain mill gives us a great option for flour. And then this one here, Explorer's Lodge. This is a new building. This gives us the... Why can't I remember the name of this service, the old name of the service? Plus education. And this gives us the +1 global resolve, breach, rebuilt, or salvage, ruin. So this is the building we had before, but they renamed it, I think, is what this is. I think we had that one before. And rebellious spirit. Oh, and -5 global resolve, constant plus 15 for this. I think we'll wait on that one, but I think I'm going to take this one here, and this one here, and this one here. That one I'll take on the second pass. And as you can see, this thing really starts accelerating away from us a little bit here. Old Farlough is always another good trader to have. And then simple tools, coats, and packs of trade goods. I think that makes the smithy a good choice here. Packs of trade goods have a new icon. Well, that's nice. Let's go ahead and take that one. And then here, +1 cornerstone. Yes, please. And apothecary gets us cosmetics, incense, and biscuits. Maybe there is no offerings. Yes, they've replaced offerings with cosmetics. Okay. I mean, in terms of what's available in the game, not in terms of that they directly replaced, but they took out offerings and put it in cosmetics. So the apothecary can produce these items, all at 2 stars, and we can have a cornerstone for plus 2 to herb production. Where were we at? I lost my place. We were down here. I think I'll wait on this one for a little while. Here, Sother the Ancient, the market, which I don't think has changed. They just replaced this to make it be cosmetics. And then more than one trade route active at once. We can have more trade routes active at once. Lost supplies, get meat and grain for each Dangerous Glade event solved. And the grill produces skewers, copper bars, and ale. That's an interesting combination of things here. The Grove is new, or is a change. It produces resin and crystallized dew instead of berries and crystallized dew. Interesting. Means resin might be used for more now. Embark points and the copper extractor one. I think I'm going to take that for the embark point alone. Daily expedition. Let's go and activate dailies, even though I don't know how often I will do them, but I'm going to go ahead and activate them. Pie, coal, and incense here at the brick oven. And incense delivery line. Maybe. Meat specialization. Meat production's increased by +1 for every 25%. And then the butcher gets us skewers, jerky, and oil. I think we'll take that one. Tool shop. Produce simple tools, barrels, and water skins. Water skins are a new vessel type. So they go along with barrels and pottery. I think in every recipe those were in. And they can be used instead of them. And the Tinkerer. Simple tools again. Training gear and packs of building materials. And then +1 reputation point every time you sell goods worth 100 amber. The reputation from resolve is -50%. I think I'll wait on that one too. The cooperage gets us barrels, training gear, and cosmetics. +1 trade route, ale per minute. I think we'll take that one because I like the ale per minute one. Additional caravan choice. Yes, please, because that's the new feature. We need to look at that, but that's the new feature. Workshops. The workshop gives us the plank, fabric, and bricks, which I liked initially because it's all 2-star recipes, but I started to not like as much because the more recipe-specific or material-specific buildings give us those other recipes, things like trade goods and training gear that we don't get from this building alone. That said, this is a good building to have if you're just not getting the other ones or one of the other ones, and you really need a 2-star recipe to replace the makeshift post. Improvised tools. It gives us the tools per glade open, but the woodcutters have the -resolve. And the prosperous archaeology wealth effect every 2 caches open. I think we'll go ahead and take this one just because it is useful. The forum is a new service building where we can have ale and scrolls for leisure and education, and bonus production yields is increased by 15% for public lectures. Nice. Enriched amber. Amber is worth more to traders, and embark points. Let's take that one. One of the things I'm still surprised about is that you can take these things not cumulatively. You would kind of think, given this is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, that you would have to take the levels to get to that, but you don't still, which is interesting. I want to look up something. I want to look up tea. Yeah. Oh, they removed tea, mush soup, and offerings from the game. They removed 5 buildings from the game. Pantry, common hall, mammal habitat. Oh, good. They removed the mammal habitat. Tea doctor and library. And some of those got replaced with some of these new buildings we've looked at already. And 2 existing goods, manuscripts, now are called scrolls, and ink is now called pigment. Yeah. The finesmith and the homestead are also only found in glades, so we won't find them here in this at all. Let's go here. Furnace, copper bars, bricks, and pie. I like this one. And then crystallized dew can be produced in the rain collector, but worker resolve is lower by 5. Let's go ahead and take that. One thing I've come to realize now with this much smaller upgrades tree, we're going to have way more stuff than we need. Way more stuff. Took us 104 episodes to accumulate most of what we needed, and now we're going to be at way more than we have. Way more than we need. Mist piercers. This one I don't really understand why you would ever want, well, you really would want this, except maybe on a very hard map, in order to not open as many glades as possible. Without knowing what's in them. Cellar is wine, pickled goods, and jerky, and then wine per minute delivery. Let's go ahead and take that one. Actually, I think we should just take all of these, but I want to still talk through them. Vliss Greybone, another trader here. The tinctuary gets us pigment, wine, and ale, and an embark point. Yes, please. Ancient stabilizer. This is the one that increases wood production, but makes the storm last longer. And the alchemist's hut gets us crystallized dew, cosmetics, and wine. I think we're just going to start taking all of these, everything. I'll go back and take the rest too. Pack of crops, pickled goods, and fabric, all made in a granary. Embark points here, and leftover crops gives us the 1 pack of crops every 16 grain produced. Taking that. Druid's hut, oil, incense, and coats, and a cornerstone to get 3 oil every time we produce 10 flour. Yes, please. Sir Renwald Redmane is another trader. Supplier gets us water skins, flour, and planks. I don't remember what that used to have in it besides water skins, but we can look at the water skin recipe. You have to use leather, so that kind of forces you to on maps that you don't get leather from the trees to start doing ranching, or the snake eggs, or one of the meats, I think. But we can use oil or meat with that. I assume that's to cure the leather to make the water skin. So that's an interesting new recipe, but we'll go ahead and take that building there. That thing, of course. Dim Square level 5 gets us 10% villager speed plus 1 global resolve, almost certainly. Manufactory is a new building. I think it's a rename, maybe not. Training gear, pigment, and a new icon for packs of provisions. Nice. And then prosperous settlement, wealth effect. Each time you sell goods worth 30 amber. Up here, the press, oil, flour, and luxury goods. This might have been. Oh, there's no thing here to see the recipes. Interesting. This might have been one of the stamping mill or one of the other buildings before, maybe. And a powerful warhammer is installed in each crude workstation. This is the parts in the crude workstation that damages resolve for those workers. Next up, the stamping mill. Okay, it wasn't the stamping mill. There was another mill, though. Copper bars, flour, and pottery. And then, yeah, this has here. It's interesting. An old forbidden ritual. Sacrifice 1 villager each drizzle for 100% more yield. Okay, we've seen that one before. This one, plus 1 cornerstone available. Oh, that makes 5 cornerstones? Yes, please. Sacrificial rituals. An ancient ritual. Ruthless but effective. The storm is 25% shorter, but 1 villager is killed after each clearance. Gain 1 amber for every 40 wood produced. Greenhouse. This is a new building. No, the greenhouse has been there. Never mind. It just looks different. The icon's different. Mushrooms and herbs, of course. We know this one. We have seen this one before. We know this one from before, I should say. And mold. I think they just reskinned it to make it a harpy building instead of a human-style building, I think, before. Maybe it was yeah, I think. Moldy grain seeds, a new type of grain. 3 mushrooms every 10 grain. We know that one. And I need to do some of these other upgrades, so let's come back down here and just do them all. I think we'll do them all anyway. Maybe we won't have enough Well, let's take this one first, this expensive one, the additional embark range. And then we can do some more of these that we passed over the first time because I didn't know. Oh, we actually don't have enough. We are very close, though. Do this one, I guess. So we need to have a grand total of 30 and 50. That's 80 more food stockpiles to finish the upgrade tree. So the total was a little over 1,700 then that was needed, but we do have excess of the machinery and the artifacts. All right, so let's get out of here. Is our deeds all reset? No, they haven't been reset. Okay. We still have almost all of them done up here in the first few ages, or phases rather, and basically none in this phase of the sealed ones, because that's the phase we were working on. Does it still have us in the phase of the sealed ones? It does. Okay. And we still have our world map, which surprises me. I seriously thought this would be reset, of all things. Alright, well, let's find a place that we want to start out. Wow, the weather anomaly here gives us 24 of those. But that makes us have to do a Royal Woodlands map. Punishing Royal Woodlands map. Which wouldn't be a bad deal to do a Royal Woodlands map, but still. We could get a ruined settlement here in the Scarlet Orchard. That might be a good idea. Looking for other advanced things. I think I'll do... Well, let's look at the food here. 58 food. This one over here was going to be 50. Yeah, let's do... You know what, though? This one is a 3 star or 3, whatever you want to call it. Recipe or difficulty. This one's 2. I think given the new update, I should probably stay in the 2 right now, in the very hard, as opposed to the impossible. I mean, I don't think I need to go all the way back down to normal or even hard, but I think going out here to very hard would be not a bad idea. Yeah, let's do it. Because impossible just seems like a bad thing to do with a new update that I don't know. Except, honestly, very hard is the second hardest. So maybe we should actually come back here into the hard zone someplace. It's a tough decision to make. Yeah, we'd better do that. So, let's see. A biome to start in. It's going to cut down my... earnings a little bit on the food front. But I think that's probably not a bad idea with the update. Just so we can kind of get a feel for it. And before we start again. I think we'll come into one of these coral forest ones. 41 here. Seems good. Yeah, let's do that one. Coral forest. Everybody likes the coral forest. Okay. So, new stuff. We have 3 caravan choices here. Guaranteed beavers with 2 random wild cards. Guaranteed harpies and lizards with 1 wild card. Or guaranteed harpies and humans with 1 wild card. And we get 8, 8, or 9 people here. Some barrels, some coal, some parts, wood, mushrooms. Wow, they give us a lot of stuff to start with. Interesting. But I think these might cost additional points. No, they don't. Wow, there's even a lot of these that are nice. Oh, it's going to make my choices a lot harder now. I do want to take one with the harpies because I think starting without the harpies is a bad idea, given that this is the update with the harpies. So, let's see, coal, planks, I think I'm going to take the humans and the harpies, and we'll see whether it's beavers or lizards in the leftover. I don't feel the need to take wood as much, or maybe I do. I don't feel the need to take as much food though. That's for sure. They give us fewer pick bonus slots here too, so now we can only pick 6 possible things. I don't think we need to take more parts, but they've severely cut that back on us anyway. Only getting 5 parts for 3 points. These are really valuable though. Meat would be nice, just because of this 30 meat for 1 point. some kind of cloth making. I think we can still make fabric. With the same... I think we can still make fabric with the same ingredients. Plant fiber, reeds, and leather. So maybe I take the reeds. And then we don't have any building materials here. So maybe I could take either the stone or the clay as well. We're going to see stone here, so maybe we could take clay. Now we're down to 3 points. Or we could take one of these 5 per minute things. That could be interesting too. If I don't take clay. Let's do that. Let's take... Let's see, this will keep the lizards happy. I don't know who else is happy by some of these things, though. I assume each one affects at least 2 races. Let's see. I don't know what services the Harpies like. Let's take incense, I guess, and we'll see. Worst case, we can turn it into trade goods and sell it. Let's embark. We're only 26 minutes in, and we can now finally start the game. All right, we have royal funding, 2 amber every time you sell goods worth 10 amber during the drizzle. Lightweight wood. Woodcutters can carry 10 more goods in the drizzle. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Looming darkness, of course. Lightning. Every 50 seconds, a building is destroyed at Hostility 3 by lightning. Hostility 3 also, charged rain. Complex food and services keeps us from having a chance to perish. That means those are going to be very important. And it affects all 4 races. And then finally, Eerie Song. Without services... Oh, well, that's nice. Without 1 service, at least, unit has a 30% chance to perish every 30 seconds. Or 35 seconds. So, this one is more severe than this one. But this one affects us at an earlier stage. I would... If the developers are watching, I would actually swap these in their positions at the hostility levels. Given that this one is less severe, less requirement-wise than this one is, it seems like this one should be higher hostility than this one. But that's okay, either way. And then, of course, the 2 that we see every coral forest. All right, let's see, where are we at? We're here, right. Glades to open. Oh, there's lots of small ones in this corner. So we could open these. We have some stone and some roots, but that's all. Let's do a woodcutter camp. Oh, nice. I think that's new, or at least different. The box around it here shows you where your coverage is for the building. And then let's see. We don't need our scavenger yet. We're not going to pick anything up with it. So let's unpause. And let's start making paths. The path icon is new. I saw that. You can see that here. New icons. New icons are always nice to see. They kind of give a little bit of a nice effect to us. Small farm, grove, plantation, and foragers camp. I think we'll go ahead here and choose a small farm. Oh, they upped... Did they up the berry production here? Or was this the 1-star berries that's now 2-star resin? Or do I want the small farm? Probably. Yeah, we'll take the small farm. And then from there, the clothier now makes coats and water skins. I don't remember what he used to make, though. Why can't I remember anything? And scrolls. The scribe makes scrolls, ale, and simple tools. The furnace makes copper, bricks, and pie, and the stamping mill makes copper, flour, and pottery. We're going to wait on this choice, though. Let's go ahead into speed 2. I guess we don't see what the next race is going to be until we get the first expedition, the first group. All slots now are universal. There is no focus on a specific species for any slots in any buildings. Harpy firekeepers can teach villagers how to be more nimble and agile. Global carrying capacity is increased by 5. Oh, we talked about that during this series. That's last series. That's dead useful. Let's throw just a few humans in here, and we can move. Well, right, move. Move this to here, I think, or maybe even here. I almost forgot how to play this game. Let's go here. Not really. And then this is built as well, and we can get started with maybe a harpy and a human right there. And there's no bonuses here at all, apparently. And then we want to set up our crude workstation, as per usual. And let's let this expand. Speed 2, maybe. We do have a decent amount of food. We brought some with us, or selected to bring some with us, and have had some that came automatically with the caravan we selected. Clay delivery line. Well, if we wanted to make pottery, that would be good. Do any of these trees, are any of these trees the ones that give the leather? This is stone and incense. I guess incense is a bad choice. Crystallized dew and meat, and then these were just fiber. Yeah. Okay. Lost in the woods. Extra villagers are never a bad deal. We don't know if we're going to see beavers yet, although does this mean that we're going to see beavers? Because we got this. 5 jerky for every 10 pie produced, because we don't have much soup anymore. Huh. I'm going to wait until we see our first batch of orders, I think. Just to see. Small farm, of course. We picked that already. Hopefully you all are chopping away. You are. Great. Continue building my roads. And there's our first... Oops, there's our first orders. First one. Solve any 2 glade events. Get 2 random people. 20 stone. Or sell goods worth at least 10 amber to any trader. Get that 10 amber back and 2 villagers. Let's do this one. And here. Packs of provisions, packs of crops. 2 herbs per minute and 4 people. I'm assuming it's always a random group. I don't know if it's all of one species or not. And then, or sell goods worth 12 amber and have 7 amber, get people plus pack production speed. I think we'll go with this one. And then finally here, 2 woodcutters and 30 wood gets us people and parts, or 35 wood gets us people and parts. Well, I'm going to have 2 woodcutters anyway. So why would I choose this one, which is going to cost me 5 more wood, but I'm going to build a woodcutter anyway? I don't know. Okay, go. I guess maybe everybody doesn't build that many woodcutters. 5 per minute of anything is not a bad thing. So I think we'll go with that option. And then buildings now. Do we need clothing? Complex food and services. Complex food and services. I think I should go with the furnace. Although, to be fair, unless I have flour, I can't make pie. But a 1-star flour recipe? I'll take the furnace. We'll get another flour recipe. Lumber mill, they changed. There is no flour left in the lumber mill. It is scrolls, and was it always packs of trade goods? I don't think so. It was tools, I think. Even so, that nice plank recipe is really nice to have. A leather worker is where we can make water skins, some fabric, and luxury goods. We're not going to get leather naturally here. The supplier is now water skins, flour, and planks. Wasn't the supplier the one that made the fabric before? And the trade goods and the pottery? Or is that a different building? And the tool shop here, tools, barrels, and water skins. Wow, water skins are really, really popular. But we're getting that clay delivery, so we don't need water skins, and water skins are going to be tough to make anyway here. Let's do a lumber mill. That's going to need 2 bricks, 2 fabric, 2 bricks, and 5 wood. Let's go with 2 bricks and 2 fabric first. We had these. Yep, it's good. Good. And then bricks, we are going to get clay, but we'll take this for now. And then you can make no planks, actually. We don't need them to make the lumber mill. We'll make the lumber mill first. Alright, we got coal, eggs, and bugs. That means that we can go ahead and put up the camp, the scavenger camp here, to gather the eggs. And then we'll move it in there. Let's put a human in here. 1 little pile of eggs. And 1 little spot of coal, and there isn't any hidden I don't see. And insects are going to need forager or trapper. Where do we want to break into next? Could come down and do this one. Move you folks over here. And I think we'll put the last harpy in there. Gather the eggs. I don't see a bonus here for anybody, so that's fine. And then let's move the woodcutters down here. And pop into this little glade here. I want to zoom in on the harpies just to take a look at what they look like. Ah, nice. It's funny that they still have their wings and they're holding the pickaxe in their wings. It's awesome. I love it. Alright. Harpies are not very happy right now. They have a 5 resolve. Humans have 15. I do remember reading that the harpies have a very low resolve, though. Brotherhood was the name of that bonus that used to be called... that is now called Bloodthirst. It was called Brotherhood. If anybody was yelling at me in the chat or the comments by not remembering it, I just read it. Roots and snake eggs. Okay, good. And you can continue chopping here, but we're going to move you in a moment. You're already done, so we can do a lumber mill now. Go there still. I like that spot. And go ahead and keep making fabric and bricks. Actually, wait a minute. Do I need you to make bricks? I do. I need 2 more bricks. Okay. And then we don't have a place to make fabric yet. You're not going to make either of these right now. Packs of trade goods are still the same things, except they pulled something out to put water skins in here, I think. I think there were always 6 choices. Trade goods. What was there before? I don't remember. Crystallized dew was moved from the trade goods factory to the crafting... That's different. Pack of trade goods. Recipes. I'm not finding it on the patch notes, unfortunately. But we're going to find a lot of these types of things where we do not... things we didn't really know. What happened there? Maybe I interrupted her? Just do some clearing here. Maybe we should even come out here and clear instead, this way. And just kind of clear some trees up. And then we're going to build our... we must have made all the bricks we needed. Let's build our furnace. Oh, that's a 3x3, or 3x2 now. I don't think that was 3x2 before. I want to borrow you folks then. And I want you to trim some trees up here. We'll put the furnace in on this side. Not that one. Just because I want to control where I open up glades at. And I guess we don't have another worker right now, but I can have somebody build that Actually pull you out of there. You're not making anything right now anyway. Can we switch this yet? We can, but we don't need to. Okay, chop chop. Alright, and then we can build this furnace here. I'm almost certain the furnace was 2x2 before. Order's ready to complete. That's the woodcutter one, but we're going to wait until after the storm till we have a more stable supply of wood. Alright. Maybe I should just have them trim trees in this area too. Stonecutter camp needs to move. I don't think we have anything else for you to stone cut. Oh yeah, we have all these roots. Right. The root of the problem. I think I'm going to put the human back in here. And then I'm going to increase this to 10. And that can get reset. We don't need it anymore. I didn't set this limit though. I need to go in here and set limits. Fabric production limit's going to be 10 right now because we have just a very basic machine here. We'll go with 30 bricks and 40 planks. And I don't know what I want to do about most of the rest of the stuff at this point. We're not going to make most of it. We should set up the makeshift post. We can start making packs. And we need to have a person to assign here. But for now, we're just going to make bricks, so we'll wait a minute on that one. We're out of people anyway. But now we're not. Orders first. Let's go ahead and turn this one in. Have 50 wheat, or turn in 50 wheat, get 5 humans. Interesting. 12 jerky. Get a jerky production bonus and meat. What about a cornerstone here? Biscuit diet. Farmers boost with biscuits eaten. We don't have any biscuit recipes at this point, at least. Export contract. Packs are worth more. Reputation resolve is slower. I don't think I want to do that one here. Plus 10 villagers. I think I want to do this one. And yeah, I don't want to do that one either. Let's do this one here. And let's look at our... we're getting beavers. Okay, so no lizards in this town. Let's take the beavers, 2 beavers and 1 human, I think. Just to get some beavers going. Because we can swap some of them in here, for example. And we can swap one of them in here, for example. Oh, that means you're done. Okay, that's when you've finished making something. Let's turn this off for a moment. That way I can get you to go away. Let's do that, and we'll turn this back on. Beavers are happy working there. Beavers are happy working here. And that's both my beavers. Or 2 of my 3 beavers. Wait, where did I get the 3rd one from? Opening the glade. And then building here. Smithy. That wouldn't be a bad deal. Coats are nice to have. Simple tools are nice to have. Cooperage. Barrels, training gear, and cosmetics. Clay pit is clay and reeds. And the tavern gets us would be our first service building because there isn't that free one anymore. So we have to actually take these now. And since ale is the only one left, besides that, that's all we have. But I don't think I want a service building yet. I think I want to take the smithy. And that's going to need bricks and planks. And this is a 3x3 building. Let's go ahead and put it here. Let's put another beaver in here like this with a human. And they can continue the work of trimming trees. We do need to pop into another glade, so maybe I should pop this one open here. That would be good. And even maybe do a little bit more. Do we have a person I can assign here now? Yes, we'll put a human in here. This is warmth, which is, I think, just lizards. Yes. So, since we don't have any lizards, we can't get any bonuses here from the furnace. But that's okay. And, packs of crops. We could probably make those here. Turn this off. How many do we need? 4 packs of crops and 4 packs of provisions, although maybe we could make egg provisions. Yeah, let's do it. 4 of each. 4 and 4. And we're going to put 1 human in here. And then the last human will be used for construction purposes. But we're also going to, we're going to move this person here too. And then we're going to end this episode here. I know it was a little bit short on the gameplay, only about 20 minutes or so. But I wanted to obviously need to get through some of the patch note related stuff. And then we had to go through the whole upgrades tree. So we kind of spent a lot of time on the upgrade, sort of meta of the upgrade a little bit, but we're going to spend a lot more time here on the game itself in the coming episodes. For those of you who are watching daily, this is going to be Against the Storm for the next. It's coming out on Friday, at least through the weekend, at least 3 episodes worth, and then I might go back and forth then with back again with Factory Town after the 3 alternating days. I'm a little fuzzy on how exactly I'm going to do that. I think I'll make that decision on Sunday when I record Monday's episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.